Hello, my name is Alexa. I'm the founder of the AI automation agency Lesson Media, and we help other businesses and freelancers use AI, implement them in their current processes so they drive more sales and reduce current costs. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a complete custom AI voice agent who is able to book meetings, delete them, and search for free time slots and free availabilities in the calendar. We are mainly going to focus on that component today, but if I receive positive feedback in the comments and if you guys wish for a full tutorial how to use Retell AI, then please just leave me a comment and let me know that you want the full tutorial, and I will make it in the next couple of days. But for now, let's stick with the appointment booking component. And before we start, please like this video and subscribe to this channel. This will help me a lot to produce more content like this tutorial today. So before we start, let's do a little example so you can hear my voice agent in action.
Financial consultancy. How can I assist you today?
Hello, I would like to know more about your company.
Of course. Pengoro is a financial consultancy dedicated to helping individuals, especially expatriates in Germany, navigate their financial challenges. Just like penguins thrive through teamwork and resilience, we embody those values in our approach to financial planning. Our mission is to empower our clients with the tools and knowledge they need to make informed financial decisions. We offer personalized advice tailored to your unique situation,
Okay.
ensuring transparency
Yeah,
and
that's cool.
integrity.
Nice. I would like to book an appointment.
Great. Are you new to Pengoro or are you already an existing client?
I'm new at Pengoro.
Welcome to Pengoro. Could you please provide me with your full name so I can register you in our system?
Yes, sure. My full name is David Beckham.
Thank you, Mr. Beckham. Could you also provide me with your email address so I can complete your registration? Please spell it out slowly for me.
Yes, my email is info@alexa.ai, but Alexa, please write it with KS instead of X.
Got it. So your email is info@alexa.ai. Did I understand that correctly? If not, please correct me.
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect, Mr. Beckham. Now let me suggest some available times for your appointment. How about next Tuesday or Thursday?
Next Tuesday is fine.
Great. Would you prefer a morning or afternoon appointment next Tuesday?
I don't really care. Just give me what's available.
All right, let me check. How about 10 a.m. next Tuesday? Does that work for you?
Yes, that works.
Perfect. Your appointment is scheduled for next Tuesday at 10 a.m. Is there anything else I can assist you with, Mr. Beckham?
That's it. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome, Mr. Beckham. Have a great day, and we look forward to seeing you next Tuesday at 10 a.m.
Thank you. Goodbye. Nice. So that's how it sounds. I think it's pretty natural. It's really fast. It's really good. So I will show you in a second how I did it. And if you don't know Retell AI yet, I will make a full video of it. Just leave it in the comments if this would be something interesting for you guys. If you know it already, then just keep watching. I will show you exactly how I did it. Okay, great. So we're in Retell AI now. If you don't know it, it's in my opinion the best one so far. So I also create voice agents through Varpi and also through 11 Labs, but in my opinion Retell AI is the best one so far because it's pretty easy. You can use the prompt tree they have, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, and therefore we can much easier visualize complex automations and workflows through this platform. So in that case, I will just go into the example here. We created a voice agent. If you don't know how this works, we have a universal prompt here. This universal prompt gives the major information, and if you don't have much workflows going on, you also don't need the prompt tree here. You can also use the universal one. It's quite easy. You can make use of so many things here, starting with the model here. I use for O. I mean, you can also use for Mini, but it's not that intelligent. I will talk about this one in my bigger tutorial. So if you don't want to miss this, you should definitely subscribe to this channel. Other than that, we have the selected voice here. Here we can not only select a voice, we can also browse in the community for voices. We're using the ID. In 11 Labs, we can clone our own voice. Also, I'm going to talk about all of this in the next video. But for now, really important to know, we can do some functions here. I added a today's date function. What this does is it tells my AI exactly what date we have today. This is important if we want to implement this, this kind of booking system we want to implement, because it's difficult for the AI to understand what the user means with next week if it doesn't know what date we have today. So how I did this is in the prompt, I just said, hey, at the beginning of every call, you need to activate this function. Here, as soon as the call starts, always check what day it is today. Remember it. It is your biggest priority and always know what date we have today. In order to identify today's date, run the function today's date and save it with the variable's current date. So when I go here, I have this today's date, and I did a webhook. So I went to make.com, which is our automation platform, which we're going to lose a lot in this new channel here of mine. And how I use it is I just simply have this, it's in German, everything here. So I gotta look for it actually today. So here it is. And I just have this webhook function, and this when you create a custom webhook, you can just copy this one and then put it in here, and then you just have another webhook respond, and you basically can copy and paste this one, and here you just mention what date we have today. So you go over here, and then you will be able to use this now variable, and it will return today's date, and there you have it. It's done, pretty easy. And then what we're gonna do in order to create this appointment booking system, we're going into the prompt tree. This prompt tree is amazing because it can give you so many things in a visual way, which we usually all have in one universal prompt. And here we have a intro. We start with the intro. So we're going to guide this whole process by saying the AI how we're going to manage this whole conversation. So we're going to say to the AI, hey, here you will have like 3 possible outcomes when talking to the client. The first one is it's already a client, and please bear with me because this is just German here, but I will explain to you what this means. Bestandskunde means it's already an existing client. And so this is the first outcome, it's already an existing client. And if it is already an existing client, he should lead the conversation to this one here, to this prompt. And if it's someone who wants to reschedule, because for example, he has a meeting booked on Monday, but he wants to reschedule it for Tuesday because something came in between, then he goes into this conversational flow. And if he wants to book an appointment, then he goes into this flow. And for example, let's say he is already a client and he wants to book an appointment, then he goes here and so on. So it's all connected with each other. And now we have this edge, which is actually really cool because this edge is showcasing our AI bot when to move into the next box. And this edge, for example, tells us if the user wants to make a new appointment and is an existing customer, they will be forwarded. The client ID must be entered beforehand. So I have a client ID I inserted here, so I can be found through the ID. And do not ask for the name and email, only for his ID, blah blah blah. How you can also do something like this in terms of ID identification for the clients. I can make another video for it if you want. This is really cool. So every time your client calls, he can be identified through an ID or through a mobile number. This is all possible. If you want to know how this verification process can be implemented, just leave me a comment and I will do a video for that. But for now, we will focus purely on this one, Terminbuchung. This means appointment booking. And here we have a completely own prompt. And in the intro prompt, first we introduced all possible outcomes. So we said, for example, making an appointment if the customer would like to make a new appointment and has not yet indicated whether he's an existing customer. First question, are you at Pangoro or are you new at Pangoro or an already existing client? Then second, ask for the full name and email address. And then third, confirm the name and email address. Did I understood that correctly? Your full name is and your email is. And I put this into this kind of brackets, so it saves this data and you can use it throughout the whole conversation. If not, then I would ask you to spell it out again slowly so that I understand it. I made a mistake here. And also don't worry, I can. You don't need to screenshot these things. I will leave you a document below. Actually, I will leave you a link to my Telegram group. And in this Telegram group, in my bio, I always have a link attached where you can access all of this, what we discuss here, completely for free. And the Telegram group is especially nice because you can get in touch with me directly. So if you have any kind of issues, you can just post it in the group, and I will. I'm most available through YouTube comments or through the Telegram group. So I would encourage you to join it. Then you can use the data I have here, and then you can just copy and paste it. I will make like a Google doc, and yes, so that's why I don't really hold it here for you to screenshot, because you can just use the document I give you for free. And now we set here, this is the outcome, and if this happens, like we have this edge, the condition that triggers this transition to the next state, for example, if the user has provided the name. So when we have these things we wanted, so the username and the email address, then it gets forwarded to Terminbuchen. And here then we have appointment booking, which means Terminbuchen in German. Goal is successfully find an appointment for the customer, and the opening hours are, and then you insert the opening hours. So this is the time frame you can use. Then the username, which has been previously already saved, and then steps, check available time slots, always activate the function, check availability. This function we created here, I will talk about this in a second. And then this must always happen immediately without prompt, and search for 2 available time slots within the next 2 weeks that fall within this opening hours. Submit an appointment proposal. After you have found available slots, tell the user always 2 options. When suggesting the dates, always use the following reply structure. So you can also read this in the file then, which I will give you. And yes, so basically what we did here, we just told him when to activate which function. And then we created this function, 2 functions here. So we have this book appointment function, and we also have this check availability function. And this is pretty useful, because with the check availability one, first of all, we created this here, check availability. And now I'm going to explain to you how I created this one. So because this one will make us or make the AI look in our calendar for all of this information, free business information, and then it can determine if we have time or if we don't have time.
Before we continue, please subscribe to this channel, like this video and comment below. Your support is greatly appreciated and it helps me to keep producing videos like this one. Enjoy the rest of the video.
Now we're going to take a look at this whole process. So first of all, we have this webhook, which then again, we just put in here. Then we have these parameters. I will also attach these parameters in the document, which I will make available for you. And here in this parameters, we basically just want to have, we tell the system what variables we want to have returned. So with check availability, we want to check whether we have time or not and when we have time. So what we want to have returned is, for example, the email, which we already have, but especially
later on, here, this is what's required. So what will be, what we will have back, available time slots and a message in regards to when we have time. And then for the booking one later on, we want to have the username, the selected time slot. So we're gonna say to the user, hey, we have time on this date and this date. Which one do you want to have? And then the user is going to say, I want, for example, Monday at 5 p.m. And then once we have this selected time slot and the user email and the name, we can then move forward into booking this appointment. Now, when doing this one, we activate speak after execution. So after the AI found a suitable date, it will let the user know, hey, I found this and this. So now we're going to take a look at this one for Make. We have this custom webhook. Then we have this get free and busy information. So for that, you just need to log into your Google Calendar or whatever calendar you're looking for. You can, as an alternative, if this for some reason doesn't work, you can also use Calendly, or you can use the native integration from Retell AI, because they have a native integration for call.com, which is also a really good booking platform. I use it for my financial service company. And then you have here the next one. This is how you set it up. So you set minimum time is from now to now between 14 days. So this is when the calendar will be searched for a free and busy time slot. Because if you don't insert it, I mean, you have to insert it, but it will, it's between when. And in my case, it's between now and between the next 14 days. So it should not tell the user any information about my free or busy slots for the next 1 year. We only want to have it like for the next 14 days in best cases. And then calendars, you need to choose the calendar you have. Then we gotta make this tool here, iterator tool. I'm sorry, I'm so German. So still don't know how to properly pronounce this in English. Iterator. I hope that's correct. Anyways, you then need to array your calendar. So you just choose the calendar you have and you array it. So then it flows into the tools section, and you need to just copy it like I did in best cases. So if you run it, it will have a start and end date. If it doesn't, then you can just use the one from the calendar. So when you like this time minimum, time maximum, and then in next we have this, we put this all into JSON. We have this into JSON. We then use the OpenAI create a completion method, because in this one we can use a model, and after choosing model, we make a user prompt, and this user prompt says, I have it in German now. This is not important. I will attach all of this in English. Zeitraum. Exactly. Here we again tell the AI, hey, you can book the meeting from this time to this time. Here are the busy slots. So here we basically what we did here, just to explain it to you, we fetched out the information from the calendar. When we are busy, we gave this information into the JSON format, which is easy to read for the AI. And we told the AI here in the ChatGPT option, do not offer any time slots at this time periods. Appointments need to be made after today. And then we give it all back in JSON, and we tell the AI here in the create a completion model, please give us all back into JSON format, and then the result of it, we give it back as a webhook response. And then we know exactly when we have time and when we don't. So that's how we create this one. And how we create the booking one, then it's a bit different. So book appointment, then the URL. That's how we book the appointment. So first of all, we have this webhook, which we attach, of course, again. Just need to see if this one was the correct one. Did I do it today? Yes. Great. Oops, this was the correct one. So then once this webhook gets activated, so once we want to book an appointment, we open a create a completion prompt again for ChatGPT. Use the ChatGPT 4.0 model if you have access to it. And then we say, here's this datum. So this is the select time slot. So we need to run it once always when you create it from scratch, run it once. And when you run it once, then you will receive this whole data set, so which you wanted, because we set here, we determined here what data slots we want. So when activating this, it will automatically send something like selected slots, and it will be empty at first, but then you can map it here, and then it already knows, okay, this one was the selected one, so which the user and the AI agreed on, and then yeah, so this is the date, this is like the time slot, but I think it's actually the same in that case, so you just need to do it once. And then we go to the calendar, create an event. In detail, then you use your calendar ID, then the event name, and termin für. So this is the username. So how we this is how the name is going to be of the event. So when the event is booked, what's the name of it? Name of it in German Termin für, which means appointment for, and then username. So let's say your name is Max, so this event name would be appointment for Max. Then all day event, no. Start date, we have this result when the date, when it starts. So we have this one here, the date, and then the result of it. It will show us in the right format the date for it. So we have it here then, and the duration. So we have here when it starts, and the duration is 30 minutes. So we just need to tell the AI when does the event start, and then it will add another 30 minutes for the whole event. And then the description is the user email. So in that case, I have info@alexa.ai, and location, Google Meets. And then you can just copy my settings here. Just copy everything in that case. Here's the name, here's the email. Show me as busy. So in that case, you won't receive any other appointments. And yeah, that's already it. So if you copy it like this, it will work. You have add a Google Meet video conference if you want to do it. If not, then fine. And you can, like I said earlier, use whatever you want here. Then we have two ChatGPT models. Why? Because I want to actually send an email to the one who booked the appointment. So I have, first of all, here again ChatGPT, create a completion, and then I have a user prompt. Your task is to be a professional booking expert. So you will receive the date when the booking is, and then create an email. So then we will have an email with the meeting link, with the with everything we want, which we get from here. The result of this one we attach to the first email address here, and then a subject. This means appointment is successful. So it's just a just to confirm the meeting for, and then its name, and then content is the result of the previous one. So what we get out here, and then it's also already done. So that's the content of the email, because we created the email here, and the email address, it's created again here. So if we made any spelling mistakes from the AI, they will be corrected here. So the email is in the correct format, because sometimes they have like too much, they leave space between words. And if something like this happens, this model will prevent this mistakes, and then it will send the email. And then also in the end, don't forget to make like a webhook response. If you also don't, for example, use this email one, and then everything should work fine. If anything doesn't work, just write it below here, or write it in the Telegram group.
So that's already it, guys. Thank you for watching. And if you want to see a full tutorial on how to create your custom-made AI voice agent on Retell AI, then just comment below, like this video, and I will make a full tutorial in the next couple of days. See you in a bit. Goodbye.